It's a sight rarely seen, an owl flying around during the daytime, but that's how one was spotted and saved right here in Hawaii.
KITV4's Ashley Moser is going wild with a barn owl named Bubo.
There was a tree that fell on the wires, and they had to cut it back. And they found this hole with this little baby in it. He was still in his little down feathers, just a little guy.
But look at him now. Bubo the barn owl is healthy and strong and almost at full plumage today. He lives here at the Honolulu Zoo because right now it's illegal to release him into the wild. His species was deliberately introduced to Hawaii in the 50s to deal with agricultural pests on farms. These guys feast on rodents, but now they're doing more harm than good.
I guess they found out that they eat more insects, so it kind of defeated the purpose bringing them in.
The owls also pose a serious problem for Hawaiian bird species, taking food away from the native birds, and they're good at it, attacking prey with their sharp helix.
It is the locking mechanism of their claws in itself. So that's where if they grab onto something, they can just, and they don't have to worry about losing it.
They also have ridiculously accurate hearing. The heart-shaped feathers around their face serves as a kind of listening cone, helping the owls pinpoint sound around them.
Because they are nocturnal, that's pretty much what they depend on, is the hearing. And then they fly in real silent, right, and go after something that's unexpected.
If you take a look at Bubo's primary feathers, they're serrated, which breaks up the wind in flight, making his flight near to silent.
Zookeepers are hopeful to turn these predatory behaviors into learning tools during live interactions, even though Bubo can be a little camera shy.
You don't like being on TV, huh? Do you like being on TV?
Ashley Moser, KITV4 News.
Oh, wow, that was really impressive.
Yeah.
Apparently, barn owls were recently added to an invasive species list, so not too many people know how to rehabilitate them now.
They can only be held by institutions like the zoo for educational purposes. And you know, one night my dogs were in the yard and they started staring up at something, and we looked, and there was a barnyard owl on the rooftop right next to our house, just scoping out my dogs.
Ooh.
And my dogs were like, wow,
A little scared.
for like 20 minutes, and then it just flew away. It's interesting.